Good morning. So we're going to do some leg and hip stuff, some like 5 simple techniques to prepare you for your bike ride and your walks that you love to go on. So pretty simple stuff. We'll start standing up for these. So the first one I'm going to have you do is bend your arm just where they're supposed to bend, and on each leg we're going to lift and try to touch your knee to that hand. Okay, we're going to do that 10 times. And when you're doing this is also for the leg that is, your standing leg. This is also for your standing leg. I already cracked. So make sure you're flexing through your kneecap, the front of your hip, and stabilizing in your ankle as you bring your knee up. So this is more strength lifting of this leg, but more strength right here stabilizing your standing leg. Okay, and push your hips forward as you're doing this as well. Try to keep your hands kind of where your belly button is. Nice. Now we'll do the other side. Same thing, stabilize that standing leg. You want to make sure there's no crook in this leg. Now you're kind of pushing your hips a little bit forward, squeezing your butt cheek together. Squeeze your butt cheek together. Just squeezing your butt cheek to get that forward movement of your hip. So 10 times on each side. Okay? Now, something similar. Have your arms out at like a 45. So on this leg, we're going to try to get our thigh to touch our fingertips. Same thing with this standing leg. Keep it stabilized. Focus on the ankle, the kneecap, and this front hip right here, your hip flexor. Keep that arm out at 45 and really use your glute to lift this leg. Touch your fingertips. All right, next one. 45, check in with your posture again. Stabilize your ankle. I cracked again right there. This is very good for me as well. Touch your fingertips. Really squeeze your butt cheek when you're trying to stabilize right here. We're going to feel a little bit wobbly, and when you feel wobbly, check back in with the stabilization of your leg. All the way from your toes, ankle, knee, hip, all the way up to right here in your waist. Okay? Good? All right, 10 times each one. Now we're going to do high feet. So just have your feet like, your hands like this, and you're going to hands on the side, and you're going to lift your foot to touch your fingertips. Okay, same thing with that stabilization of that leg the whole time. You don't have to go fast. Don't have to do it too slow. Go at a good pace. In a way you're going to keep yourself balanced. So it's not about how fast or slow you're going on this one. It's about how well you can stabilize this leg while you're doing this. The standing leg. You would think it was the other leg that's doing all the work, but it's the standing leg. So 10 times there. All right, next, we're going to take it to the floor. Let me see. Can you see me here? Okay, good. So we're going to do some one-legged bridges. And this is the same thing with the stabilization of the leg that's firmly pressed into the ground. Okay, so I'm going to lay on my back, hands by my side, one leg up, and the standing leg I'm just going to lift and keep that leg up. I'd like you to do this 10 times, but if you could only get 5, that's good. Take a rest. Really press into that foot and really squeeze your butt cheeks to lift your hips as high as they can go to the ceiling. Okay? I'm going to do that 10 times. Really kick your heel to the ceiling and point your toes towards your face. If you have to bend this leg, that's fine. But still kind of flex through your toes. Okay? Go ahead and switch. Again, find a good placement for your leg. It might take a couple times. And then lift. Really squeeze squeeze your butt cheeks and lift. Right here, you're going to be pressing through that front hip flexor. But keep your heel pointed and your toes flexed. 10 times. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath when you're doing these. For as much as you're working right now, it seems like a little bit of work, but it's actually a lot of work when you're focusing on everything that you need to be focused on. Okay? So one-legged bridges. Also what I'd like you to do here too, if you can, is just pedal your feet out. Pedal your feet out. Flex through your toes. Kick through your heels. Just pedal them out. I got a couple cracks doing that. Felt pretty good. Okay? And then when you're ready, last one. Okay? This one we're going to do, you might want to put a pillow down for your knee so you don't strike the ground. But really slowly, I'm going to take a step back and see how I have a very good 90-degree angle right here on both of my legs. So that's what we're aiming for when we're going down. Stand back up. Down and up. That's the standing leg is going to be your power leg. That's going to help you stand up. But also look at my toes, how they're tucked in the back. It's also helping me lift and come back to standing position. So when I go back, I lower. See how I have live feet right here? Okay? Right here is harder to stand up. Tuck your toes, stand up. Let's do this about 5 to 10 times. Go as slow as you need to go. I have my hands up for balance. Firm through both legs. The standing leg, the grounded leg is working really hard, but the back leg is pushing you forward. Okay? It's just as important. So both legs are working here. When you're ready to switch, switch. 1. Keep that angle. See how mine was kind of messed up right here? So I'm going to put my foot out a little bit further so I could keep the 90-degree angle. Check back in with your breath. Make sure you're breathing. When you're going up, exhale. When you're going down, inhale. Okay, take your time on these. See, I messed up again with that front leg, with that angle. So the angles are really important for proper posture and for the integrity of our joints. Okay, good job. Breathe.